Hi, and welcome to Star Lighthouse. I'm Prashant, and this is weekly reading for Sun, Moon, Venus rising in Sagittarius. This is a general read, so I would suggest take whatever resonates and leave everything else behind. And if this reading does connect with you, there's an extended to it. The link for that extension is below in the description box. I hope you like the reading, and if you do, please do like, subscribe, and share. That would be very helpful. So Sagittarius, how are you doing in middle of November? How has November treated you so far? Hopefully things were exciting for you. Take a deep pause and release the breath. Think about the thought, the feeling, the reason, the question that brought you to this reading. Think about it and focus on it. Maybe this reading has an answer for you. Let's see what's going on with you. Middle of November. Hierophant energy. Being blocked by Four of Chalices in reverse. Looking outwards for emotional support. Past situations. Seven of Chalices. It's like daydreaming energy. Manifesting new relationships. Mind's ambition, growing past the devil. So there could be nightmares right now going in your mind for not being able to meet these dreams. Heart's desire, death, transformation. Yep, you seemingly going through nightmares. So that daydreaminess in this situation is about you not meeting your dreams, getting into fears, spin cycles, and just imagining the negative about everything, every situation that you are in. Seemingly the end result is death. So the transformation needs to happen so that the old of you can die, so the new of you can be born. Future situations, Hanged Man. Suggested advice. Two of Coins, balance your actions. Context for this advice. Four of Coins, thinking a little too much about money, and that could also be putting you in this, like, comparing too much between how much you have achieved, comparing it to your dreams, and then falling into this fear cycle that you will never meet them. That's creating this bondage and fear in your mind. But basically you're in some sort of this vicious cycle of nightmares, like where everything that you try or go out to achieve, you fail at, and that creates this negative feeling, that lack of self-confidence inside of you. Or it could also be not like you're failing at it, but it could be like something like you didn't sort of say you were competing for some prize. You might not have come at first place, maybe second or third place, and then rather than being happy about that, you are going in a negative place where you are being not happy about being first. So what I'm trying to say, that if that situation, if you can apply to yourself in your scenario and see that if you're over analyzing how far you have come compared to what you dreamt of, and is that analysis putting you in a situation that's creating unnecessary fear in your mind, taking your dreaming space and then it's also infiltrating your dreams, creating and making them nightmares. At those nightmares are creating more issues with your physical health, you being able to properly sleep or not, creating further problems with your ability to juggle different opportunities and find financial balance. So that all, the nightmares, there needs to be a transition need to happen. In fact, your heart by itself is desiring it. If your heart by itself wants an end to how things have been in the past, where nightmares, where fears took more of your headspace, took more of your time, making you just procrastinate it, or like rather than being able to complete anything in front of you, you are just in this imaginative energy. And that imagination is a hope to get the work done. Procrastination further creates more fear for you not being able to do it, further creating problems with you being able to balance these opportunities, like the work in front of you. Hopes and fears. 3 of Chalices. Seeking emotional support and potential outcome. 4 of Wands. Stabilizing your energy. So it seems that one of the things that has been blocking your stability, your mental peace, you being able to get to this hanged man space where you're able to find peaceful mind and allow that peaceful mind to then dream and manifest an amazing future. A stable mind would find the opportunities in front of it and would able to know that which one applies to them, which of their own abilities would shine in those opportunities and further attract new situation inwards. So you have to get to this space. In order to get to this space, which is a hangman energy and like allows you to know your own truth, you have to master your mind and heart, like a hierophant. A hierophant who holds the 2 keys. If you see over here, the 2 keys that holds the keys for mind and heart. So you have to get to that space. To become one's own hierophant, rather than seeking relationships outwards, rather than seeking that emotional support outwards, seek that inwards. So 4 of Chalices upright is like you're emotionally stable and yet also you're looking outwards for more emotional stability and growth. So reverse is like it's pointing towards you need to look inwards and find that strength to remove these fears. So how in the beginning I was talking about these fears, these nightmares could also be a result of over-analyzing your current achievements compared to what you dreamt of. The difference in that dream and the achievement created this fear, this feeling of lack, the feeling of lack of belief, feeling of doubt in self. Created all those fears inside of you. And stopped your ability to dream, stopped your subconscious to constantly filter and take out the garbage of the conscious. What I mean by the garbage of the conscious is the devil space. The devil is negative feelings about self, other people, social beliefs, fears, telling you who you are or who you are not supposed to be. That's in a way garbage of reality. Garbage of reality that stops you to truly be who you are. It's like sometimes in reality we are stuck in a cage that was designed hundreds of years ago, and the cage was designed to keep most of the people in check from questioning authority, from questioning success, from questioning means of even approaching God. And all that became over the time opinions, more like those opinions got converted to different facts, and then those facts became more opinions, and it started binding, caging everyone inside that cage and started suffocating them. That's the space that needs to be cleared out. And one way of doing that is dream with a positive mind. Dreaming with a positive mind can be achieved by centering your mind and finding a calm space over there. At this moment, that all seems to you really distant, that you can find some calm in your heart, calm in your mind. Somehow the anxiety, the fear of the mind has got to you, and you constantly find it really hard to be not anxious. Constantly find it to be calm and peaceful and centered in really hard to do that. There could be fears about how much you can achieve. There could be fears about not meeting your dreams. But all of that should not stop you how you act in the moment and how you perform and juggle different situations in front of you. In every situation, you should be centered and then able to juggle different things at the same time. But for you to get there, you need to find that center. The thing that's blocking you to get to that center is lack of self-trust, lack of self-love. And now you've started seeking that outwards. You're hoping to find some emotional support, someone out there to hold your finger while you're going through this troubled emotional time. That's what needs to be released, a hope for that or an expectation for that. If something like that shows up, it's very great, it's amazing. But hoping for that is kind of pushing you back, pushing your stability that needs to come in the future into backseat, and then hoping that someone else would come and drive you to the destination. In this moment, rather than hoping that someone else would come and drive you to the destination, you try to figure out how to drive yourself, how to get there, how to become your own hierophant, how to become your own teacher. The death card, that in a way your heart is fearing because you're hoping for a change and support. This death card is pointing towards you being stuck in that devil. Either would push you out by itself, like I would force you out from your old behavior patterns, which is keeping you stuck over there. Your fearful patterns, your procrastination and the vicious cycles of that procrastination that forces you to not being able to act, and it just puts you into your brain space completely. All that, all these bondages, all these shadow selves, all your demons inside me, like fears and demons. Basically, we create our own demons by fearing success or creating these fantasy dreams, and then by not meeting those fantasy dreams, we start over-evaluating our abilities. You have to understand, for a fantasy dream to become reality, the current opportunities that you have should be conducive or supportive enough for you to get to that space. And you need to be using your right abilities to be highlighted, showcased, so that it further attracts more energy towards you. So for you to get there, you have to release any negative mindset about who you are or who you're supposed to be. Any opinion or judgment from someone else. Any over-analysis, over-comparison of your current achievement, current successful state, comparing it to your fantasy dreams. This reading here is not to see those dreams are not achievable, but you should not be over-analyzing your current Sorry about that. Overanalyzing your current success. That's unfair on yourself. Find some peace, find a mental balance. Seek your own truth in terms of don't let other people's judgment bog you down. Don't let other people's opinion stop you from pursuing the opportunity, this project, situation, work, otherwise, with full enthusiasm and like full dedication. Don't let that stop you. Find space for yourself in daily life. Find time for yourself in daily life. Allow your mind to take pause. Reduce the stimuli in that moment. By stimuli, I mean like any notification on the phone, TV, otherwise. Reduce the stimuli in that moment. Allow your mind to breathe. And once it's allowed to be breathed, it's like it has some space to garbage collect that fear that got stuck inside. It allows the subconscious few moments to talk to the conscious and do that garbage collection. To free up the conscious for a new day so that you can achieve that new day with full positivity, with full calmness. You can leave behind the emotions of the old in that moment and then approach a new day with full light and energy. Doing that repetitively would create a new healthy vibe energy inside you, releasing this dragon, this devil, and allowing you to transform to a new self. Once you transform to a new self, step by step, all these opportunities would come in. Step by step, you'd find the stability you're hoping. Step by step, you'd meet the people, you make and foster the right relationships. Those all will happen. But start taking those steps towards that. Start realizing who you are rather than believing what someone else is telling you. Stop over-analyzing your current presence to a fantasy future. You are who you are in this moment. Believe and trust that person. So Sagittarius, I really hope that you can release this fear, this bondage, this judgment of other or over-analysis of yourself that has created or forced you into a mental cage, blocking you to completely be effective, your mind to be completely centered, stopping your abilities to be 100% effective at work, blocking your abilities to make money, or stopping future abilities, creating more panic, more anxiety inside you. We are hoping from help for outside, relationships to come in to give you some support. These cards are here to tell you have to find that leader inside. You have to find your own mental calmness, mental peace. Start believing in yourself. Start trusting yourself. Rather than seeking help, emotional support outward. Start telling yourself that you can get through this. Daily basis, take some time for yourself. Reduce the stimuli, external stimuli in that moment. In that moment, allow your mind and heart to talk. Don't interfere. Don't let your reality interfere over there. Let your conscious be given a moment to breathe and your subconscious to go and garbage collect the old fears of that conscious. Create that space to let go of the emotions of the old so that new can flow in. Once you start doing that, you'll be able to release the devil that has been blocking you to move forward. You'll start finding the opportunities, start finding the situations and the relationships to allow you to grow. You'll find the transformation and you'll find your future self. I hope you start taking steps, moments for yourself to grow into a better person. And dream that your future is abundant. If fear of stability, survival in the future inhibits this transformation, dream in that moment. Sagittarius, I hope this reading connected with you. And if it did, there is an extension to it. In the extension, I would look more at your current overall energy. How are you feeling in the moment? How we can truly find a balance inside. Messages from the oracle and timing related to opportunities coming your way. Actually, this death will happen if you don't transform, so that timing card would not make sense at that point. But the hope is that you will transform, so we will look at timing card related to that opportunity. I hope this reading connected with you. And if you did, if you like the reading, join me in the extended. The link for that is below in the description box. Thank you for joining me here, and I hope you liked the reading. If you did, please do like, subscribe, and share. Thank you, and have an amazing week. Bye.